Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, I appreciate it. Please subscribe. Means a lot to us, because we really do care. Now, this video is going to be a little different than a lot of normal videos, and I know what you're saying. Zach, there's no hockey game today. Why are you here? Well, as I said in the last video, I wanted to do a slight little preview for Winnipeg Jets fans on what to expect in the World Juniors. That's much better. Much better. Carter would have killed me if he saw how lopsided that camera was. Anyway, the Jets had the Winnipeg Jets are going to have a fine amount of players at the World Juniors, but it could have been so much more. So let's first establish the two players that are not going that we thought would be going. And that is Colby Barlow, who is our first round pick from last year, who's had a little bit of an underwhelming season this year. He hasn't totally got it going, hasn't got it figured out, and was sadly not properly invited to camp. That one is a little disappointing. The one that hurts almost more, though, is Dominic DiVincentis. Now, Dominic DiVincentis can still make the team next year, I believe. However, it is a missed opportunity this year. He was electric for most of the calendar year and kind of just stumbled at the 1 yard line. It felt like he was invited to camp. He was the last cut. It hurts to see, especially since he would have been the goalie for Team Canada. And that brings me to Team Canada. So the Winnipeg Jets have no representatives of Canada, but as you know, the World Junior Championship is practically Canadian tradition. It is what we do once Christmas is over. Also, by the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday season. This video will come out one day before Christmas, but if you want to tell me what you got for Christmas, I would be intrigued. You can comment that below. You can comment anything below. I am just happy you're here. But it is Canadian tradition to watch the World Juniors now. The World Juniors are being played in Sweden this year, so we're going to end up watching most of the games at either 9 o'clock or pretty much lunchtime, which is weird, but you know what? I dig it. I can do it. Which, by the way, if there's ever any Jets games where I don't fully react to it, it's because, I needed to know what was happening in those games. Fortunately, I don't think the timeline is going to have much overlap there. But anyway, I digress. Just first, from a casual view perspective, this is one of the weaker Team Canadas I've personally seen in the last 5 years. I want to say that because I really think this is going to be somewhat of an uphill battle for a team that is chasing the three-peat. Is there any Winnipeg Jets prospects on this team? No. And actually, to make matters worse, two of their top defensemen got injured right before the tournament started. So, it's curious. They had a couple interesting preseason games. The game against USA was really good. It ended with Lane Hudson in overtime scoring. I just wanted to address that quickly because, yes, it is. It's always nice to see Jets prospects there, but also we needed to know what is our country doing? And the answer that I think I think they will be doing is winning bronze, but I could be wrong. Let's now go to the reason you're here, the fun stuff. The Winnipeg Jets prospects. There are 3 Winnipeg Jets prospects in this tournament. Now let's get to the returnee, one of the 2 returnees this year. Fabian Wagner of Team Sweden will be once again back at the World Junior Championship. Last year he was kind of a little bit of a breakout star for Sweden. Yes, Sweden. He did benefit from a couple lopsided wins that Sweden had over smaller countries. However, that being said, he was kind of a walk-on for last year. They didn't expect to see him there. This year, he was a lock. He's pretty much a bottom sixer in the SHL. However, it's kind of forced him to be a middle to top sixer in the World Junior Championship. plays a very solid two-way game, and does have a little bit of an underrated scoring touch. It is part of the reason of his great performance last year that helped net him an entry-level contract this year, which he will hope to... They'll carry that over to the AHL probably in the next 1 to 2 years. But yeah, Fabian Wagner, I think, will have a solid tournament. I don't think it's going to be as flashy, so to speak, in the numbers value. However, with this team, Sweden, I could be wrong, because this team, Sweden, I think, is geared up to possibly win hometown gold once again. And it would be kind of cool to see, I gotta tell you. Next, let's go to the other Swedish Winnipeg Jets prospect, Elias Salomonsson. Elias Salomonsson is very exciting for me. He's also the assistant captain of the Team Sweden. I was going to say, it's like, I was ready to say a name and then a thing and then a name, but it's just Team Sweden. Honestly, with him, he's been a very good two-way defender. The only thing that scouts have noted is his decision-making is sometimes not great. Sometimes he makes unforced errors, and he has to learn to adjust to those. I kind of see him in the archetype of a Toby Enstrom, I guess. He's not super big, but he is strong on the puck, and he does make a lot of good decisions. It's just that he does make sometimes unforced errors, which are noticeable in games that he's playing. It's also worth noting that in the Champions Hockey League, he plays on the same team as Axel Sandin Pellikka, which is the highly touted Detroit prospect who is also on this team. And so he's kind of flown a little under the radar, which is fine by me. When the Jets are flying under the radar, they're always fun to watch. And I think Elias Salomonsson is no exception. Now, let's get to the big one. The captain of Team USA is none other than Rutger McGroarty. Rutger McGroarty's stock has been rising lately, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. The only thing that has stopped it so far, or hampered it, has been him getting injured. It was kind of a scary injury where he fell into the boards very awkwardly. Since then, he hasn't played a single game, but they did say that he probably would be good to go come World Junior time. They held him out of every single preseason game, probably out of precautionary reasons, but they named him team captain, so I have to assume he's going to play. Rutger is over a point per game player in Michigan right now, and is easily probably going to be one of the finalists for the Hobey Baker Award. Rutger is legitimately playing his best hockey. He's showing tenacity, a two-way game, and just found a way to drive pucks into the net at every turn. I've been extremely impressed with him. Last year, he had a pretty solid showing on a Team USA that could not get any lucky bounces. This year, I expect to see him take charge. If he does end up playing at least a couple games, I'm not sure if how ready he is to go, but they're saying he is, so I have to believe it. I expect him to be a driving force on that Team USA. A Team USA that I'm expecting to see go deep in this tournament. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, Merry Christmas. I do have a bonus clip for you guys because I like giving gifts too. The Manitoba Moose won. Yeah, this is a secret Moose watch. Isn't it? The Manitoba Moose won 5-2 yesterday over the Iowa Wild. So here's 4 of those goals because I'm not throwing in a fucking empty netter. Enjoy, and Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
And now a stretch play for Lambert out of the box. He's in on the breakaway, goes to the backhand. Great save, rebound, they score! Parker Ford finishes it off, and it's 1-0 Moose. In 2, that's been pretty frequent. Here come the Moose, 2-on-1. Capobianco with Cease. Cease fires. Oh, what a save by Zane McIntyre. Capobianco gets it back, and he scores! Kyle Capobianco! A shorthanded goal, and the Moose lead 2-0. Absolutely stunning save by Zane McIntyre. Went full old school. But it's swatted down the ice, so the Moose will try and quick up this for Parker Ford, and in he comes. Ford off the wing, he scores! Parker Ford, a snipe to the far top corner, and it's 3-0 Moose. Parker Ford with his 4th goal in the past 4 games. Finds the puck off the wall, gives it for Capobianco. Down low, Malott spins out in front for a chance, save made, rebound, they score! Brad Lambert, his 10th goal of the season, and the Moose lead 4-0. 1, Nikolai Ehlers chips it through, gets around, and he shoots and scores!